comics where your love is shared the same. For the stories where the hero saves the girl somehow. Where look no further, friends, the adventure never ends. We will save the world somehow. It's Sunspots Comics now.
This episode of the Sunspots Comics Podcast is brought to you by our sponsor, Pop-Up Tea. Check out their huge, humongous, ginormical selection of nerdy fun t-shirts at popuptea.com. They have a shirt for every nerdy thing you could possibly think of. I'm serious. Use the promotional code SUNSPOTSCOMICS and you'll get 25% off of any shirt order on popuptea.com. Even the clearance stuff, which is already so low in price. But go and check them out, and thank you to our sponsor, Pop-Up Tea. Go check them out at popuptea.com. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us here on the Sunspots Comics Podcast. Please follow us along here at Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, at Sunspots Comics, and of course on our website, sunspotscomics.com. So this week is my new comic book day picks, and basically every Wednesday I go through all the new comic books that come out, scour the internet and so on, and just whittle it all down to what I consider to be the most promising picks, and I share them right here with you. So this week I have 6 new comic day picks, so let's just jump right in. So the first one, in alphabetical order by the way, is Kill Lock. This is the Artisan Wrath. This is the second arc in the series. It's from IDW, and I found a little blurb on it. It's basically breaking it down. It's the unified 4 robotic criminals on a quest to escape their seemingly inevitable linked deaths. So the Kill Lock is like it's ultimately like a restraining bolt on a droid in Star Wars that it will kill them. It's basically their mark of death because of bad stuff they've done. And the first arc was great with pairing a bunch of unlikely pairing robots together on a quest to find out how to take this Kill Lock off. So this one is it looks like the stakes are higher. They've the droids here have managed to like escape destruction by somehow merging their consciousnesses. So I definitely want to read this one. The art is just gorgeous, by the way. They kept the team together from the Kill Lock first arc, and IDW is doing it again. This is Livio is the first one. Let's see, is that like a Madonna Sting? No, it's not. Sorry, it's Livio Ramondelli is the art and story. So and great lettering by Sean Lee. So check out Kill Lock, The Artisan Wrath, issue number 1, brand new, just came out today. And the second of 6 is the King of Spies. This is issue number 4. And the King of Spies is so beautifully drawn as well. This is from Image Comics. Definitely read all 4 of these. This is from Mark Millar, and artist Matteo Scalera. Beautiful, beautiful art. I love the cover of issue number 4. It's just so purpley. So much purple happening here. But again, bits and pieces of the blurb that's out. And there's a bunch of kind of spy comics that are out right now. There's a few that are popping in my head. But the world's greatest secret agent has 6 months to live. It's kind of Old Man Logan meets 007. Best way to describe it. He knows he's dying from cancer, and he's going to destroy everyone that has ever been bad that he's known of. So it's very singular in its focus, and it's just a ton of fun, lots of actions, very simple. He has a child and like a baby mama that he has some interaction with, and so there's some drama there. But man, action packed. 007 is Old Man Logan ultimately. So check out King of Spies issue number 4, and you can't go wrong whenever it comes to Mark Millar. I'm sure he'll just probably making a Netflix series from this, I can guess. So the third one is Little Monsters. Little Monsters is issue number 1. This is also from Image Comics, and boy, what a cover! Beautiful, mostly black and white, but that tinge of red. It has that that look that's just so striking with black and white and red. And you got to check it out and see it. But beautiful artist art by Dustin Nguyen, who I'm a huge fan of, and written by Jeff Lemire. And Blurb City says, the world's greatest secret agent has... Oh, that's the King of Lies, excuse me. Anyway, what this looks like from the beautiful art of Little Monsters right off the bat is it just looks like this teen, if you will, the teen team that is gathered. And, Jeff Lemire, I love everything that he writes, but it definitely has this dark, shadowy noir look, which is kind of a little bit of a departure from Dustin Nguyen's watercoloring style that he's typically known for. So I'm definitely going to check out Little Monsters, and I recommend it as I'm trying to find the blurb. Here we go. They are the last children on Earth who also happen to be vampires. For longer than they can remember, these child vampires have lived a life of eternal wonder amongst the ruins of humanity. But shocking events fracture the group and set them on a path of discovery that will shatter their innocence forever. So definitely got to check out Little Monsters issue number 1. Dustin Nguyen, someone that I highly respect. So you got to do that and got to check that out. And the fourth of 6 is Primos issue number 2. This is from AWA Comics. And this is written by stand-up comic Al Madrigal, who I used to work at an improv, and he used to come in quite often. And I had a few conversations with him. I'm sure he doesn't remember me at all, but he left an impression on me as just being a good person, good human, and very funny. So check out Al Madrigal on everything. And it looks like art by Carlo Barberi. So I definitely want to look at this. But Primos... I've seen also that he's gotten some media coverage. He's had some pickups for it being diverse and maybe representing a Latino or Mexican world, the representation, which is great. So hands off to Al Madrigal. It says here, the ultimate Latinx heroes of the 21st century are here. Centuries ago, 2 Mayan brothers constructed a spacecraft that sent them hurtling into outer space. Returned to Earth only to find their culture and civilization destroyed. So, wow. Just from that little elevator pitch, I am in, and the art is gorgeous. I highly recommend looking at Primos. I'm just excited. Issue number 2, hoping, just have high hopes for this, and I love it when, I look at so many things on New Comic Book Day, but this stood out to me, and again, from a comedian that I've met and respect. But man, you got to look at this beautiful art by Carlo Barberi. It is just stunning. The colors and by Brian Reber, fantastic colorist, just so bright, so vibrant, and I love the look and vibe of it. So Primos, issue number 2, check it out. And number 5 of 6 is Radiant Red, issue number 1. This is a spin-off of the Radiant Black series that's been very, very successful. Hats off to he's building this radiant world. Kyle Higgins, I believe, is the writer on the primary Radiant Black line. This is a different team, but blurb on the Radiant, it very much feels like Power Rangers to me. Power Rangers, and in a great way. And here's the Radiant Red blurb. To her students, Satomi is a diligent middle school teacher. To her fiancé and parents, she's the rock of their family. To the world, she's Radiant Red, a criminal turned matter-absorbing superhero. And so, little different powers for everyone with the radiant ability, kind of the harnessing the power of a black hole. So all the colors have sort of a different, unique sort of power, but it's all sort of tied into a sort of tiny black hole. And this alien intelligence that sort of speaks to them almost in a dreamlike trance. So gotta see where this is, because the team here, which looks very respectable. And God, I just love the art of Radiant, how it stands out. It's just so much just beautiful red that they've gone with here. So it's the Red Ranger comic, but this is the team of writing. By the way, I love the art, but the writing is Cherish Chen, and the artist is David LaFuente. So definitely, and the colorist Miguel Muerto. So gotta check out this team. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. It's going to be fun, action-packed, and interesting. The Radiant Black series has been just a ton of fun, so I'm interested to see this sort of first, or maybe not first. There was the Supermassive sort of spin-off, which is kind of like it's their Avengers bringing them all together, but this is the first sort of singular character spin-off in the Radiant world. So Radiant Red, really looking forward to checking that out. And the sixth and final pick of the new comic book day picks for me is We Live, Age of Paladions, issue number 1. And that's from Aftershock Comics. This is done by the Miranda Brothers, art and writing from the Miranda Brothers. This is the second arc of the We Live series, which I really enjoyed. The We Live series had some picks of the week there for me. It's super interesting and different. They're in this world. It's the year 2090. 6 years have passed since this Salvation Day that happened in the previous arcs. Basically, in the first arc of We Live, there was the end of the world was coming, and this alien intelligence wanted to help humans, and basically gave children these sort of like gloves or shoes or boots or hats or things. These sort of alien tech appendages, if you will, and saying that they were all just needed to meet at one place to escape the ultimate destruction of the planet. And a cool thing happens at the end of the first arc, which I won't spoil here, but this is like 6 years later. So it definitely takes this. It has this sort of adventure, this road trip, the first arc, and then this sort of a huge sort of this status quo change in it right at the very, very end. And so I got to see where this goes. So I highly recommend We Live, Age of the Paladions. And this is just issue number 1 that just came out. And I got to give a little shout out to the Miranda Bros. But it's art on this is Inaki Miranda. And the writing is by both Inaki Miranda and Roy Miranda. Just some fantastic artists that I just, from now on, will follow forever until the end of time, because their art is beautiful and their writing is unique and interesting. This has like like Invincible, plays around with the ratings. You feel like it's mostly kid-centric, and then it's very adult and very heavy and dramatic and violent and over the top. So it's just that mixture of, it's hard to kind of give this an overall sort of rating, but definitely check out We Live, Age of Paladions. I'm not sure how there is an ONS, so it's Paladions? Anyway, issue number 1 from Aftershock. So those are my 6. Again, I scoured the internet and the world to find out the best, what I consider to be the best of the new comics that just came out. So check out those 6. I highly recommend it. And what's coming up next? I want to do a special episode dedicated to this comic series called Black Sad. So check that out. That's going to be coming very soon. And I'm also going to be talking about the Spider-Man No Way Home movie and my thoughts. I've seen it twice. And The Batman. I just saw it the day before yesterday. And I want to see it again because it's very dense. It's very heavy, very packed, very interesting story, very dark, very noir. But I want to give just a quick spoiler alert on it. I seriously enjoyed it. Really, I shouldn't have given a spoiler, but I highly recommend it. But I want to see it again to understand a little more of the nuance and some of the pick up some of the little Easter eggy, spoilery things that I totally love about the Batman. So those are some things I'll be coming up and talking about very soon. So also, if you have any questions or comments, just hit me up on everything social media at Sunspots Comics, or email me directly to chris@sunspotscomics.com. Please check out my comic book, Zombie Destroyers. It's on sunspotscomics.com/zombie destroyers. And please support us at sunspotscomics.com/support. And also, if you can, give us a 5-star review on iTunes. It seriously helps us, and we'd appreciate it. So, hey, to be continued.
If you're looking for a place where your love is shared the same, for the stories where the hero saves the girl somehow, where look no further, friends, the adventure never ends. We will save the world somehow. It's Sunspots Comics now.